So one of my common question that I ask to Westerners, like in India, as I told you, we are so much into family system. We love each other so much, and in India, we are so much into attachments. So how about your family and other families back home? Like, do you understand the difference between love and attachment?
Love and attachment.
Yeah.
I would say that that's something I'm still trying to learn.
Still trying to love.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's something I'm really trying to like figure out, especially within like relationships, like romantic relationships. Not getting attached and not getting attached so quickly. You
In
know.
romantic relationships. Okay.
Yeah. Like when I meet someone and like you feel these intense emotions with them, and it's so beautiful and exciting. And I come from a family where like my parents, they met and 2 months later they got married.
Wow, that is very much Indian thing, no?
Yeah, I guess.
That's very Indian.
Right. Well, my parents have been married like over 30 years.
Okay, that's
So
great.
so
I just wish them to complete 50 years and more.
they will.
Okay,
They will. Yeah. I know it. They're so crazy in love. So that's why like I have maybe these like harder views of love in today's society, where
Today's society.
like we were talking about, people aren't as into like having these committed relationships where there's loyalty.
People believe more in experimentation, right?
Yeah.
They want to try and explore more.
And it's hard too when you're a traveler, because you come across other travelers, because you have that similarity. And a lot of times travelers aren't looking for anything. They're kind of looking for like a quick little connection, and then they're going off to their next thing and you're going off to yours, so you're probably never going to see them again.
I completely relate with you, because lately I have been traveling and I'm just noticing this thing which is very robotic. They connect very quickly and they have all this stuff, and then they detach very quickly, and then they don't care where you are going. And I really find it not
I find it sad.
Sad, absolutely. This is so sad,
Yeah, and I feel like people aren't actually like authentically sharing their feelings.
Treating humans like objects,
Right.
The objects for engagement, entertainment,
right.
Or just because you have no one to talk to, you just make friend with someone, you talk to them, and as soon as you found another one,
and then 3 days later they're gone.
Immediately switched, and you don't care.
Right. And it can hurt, for sure, especially if like you see them then like with this other person, you're like, well, that was me just the other day. Wait till they drop you as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that you told that attachments in romantic relationships can be hurtful, and so one must be really careful not to get attached very early at early
I'm
stages.
working on detachment.
You're working. So, but I asked this question about the family. In your family, what do you think? Like with parents, attachment is good. Like parents having attachment for you, or you having attachment with your sister. As a family, which is a close unit, what do you think about attachment? Is attachment good? Because a lot of people.
I don't really know if attachment is ever good.
Ever good.
I think it's just like having love and support for each other, but I don't think it's like having attachment where like you're kind of like controlling maybe the other person, and
controlling. So you think if you have attachment, you would want to control the other person? Because
I don't know. I haven't thought too much about attachment within like family dynamics. I'm very close with my family, and like I talk to them like every day, whether it's through texting, Snapchat, or like FaceTime. So maybe I guess you could call that an attachment to my family. We rely a lot on each other, so. But I don't know if I would.
Me too. Why I asked you these questions, because I'm also trying to figure out the difference. Because nowadays a lot of people preach that we love each other, but we are not attached to each other. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Well, I think that attachment has a negative connotation around it nowadays. So people are not wanting to say that they're attached to anything.
But I think some kind of attachment is necessary for me.
Yeah.
Because if you don't miss your loved one, for example, people say, I love you, but I don't miss you. I have a problem with that.
Oh, I definitely miss my family. I mean, my sister's been in Australia since not the past December, but the December before that. She's been there, and like she's like one of my best friends. Like I miss her every day. Like I really miss her. Yeah.
So that is I think positive attachment.
Yeah.
And I think at least this much attachment must be there, because if you love someone and you are away from them for a long duration, then you must miss them. A lot of people would like to project themselves as they don't miss anyone,
Right.
and they project it as something very cool to do. Okay, we love, but we don't miss.
Because they're
each other.
afraid of their emotions.
They're afraid of their emotions. Maybe because they have had bad experiences with
Yeah.
emotions, as
Yeah.
they grow.
Maybe.
And that's why so they try to, or maybe they just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
They don't want to
Yeah.
admit.
But I also think it's like if we go back to it's the negative connotation that attachment has around it in today's society. So people are just scared to say that.
People are. I also believe the same, because people cannot become robotic.
Right.
We are humans, and humans,
can't
humans
forget-
have emotions. And the people who try to say that they don't have emotions, and they are just like they have become very highly enlightened.
Right.
I don't believe that. It's a lie.
Yeah, it's like they're like suppressing their emotions,
Suppressing.
but it's like no, like just let them out. Like at least like then you're embracing your truth, which is really important, I think. So I think like every time like you have a feeling that like you miss like one of your family members or a loved one, like even if it's a friend, you should reach out to them and let them know, because